What's going on, everybody? It's Jeff here. Welcome back to the channel. Okay, guys, couple things that we really need to talk about what happened today, and then I'm going to let you guys kick off to an amazing 4th of July 3-day weekend. Let's get rocking. First off, guys, I do want to take a look at the charts. As you can see, we had a low of 47.77. We're going to go over just that in a minute, but first I want to touch base and talk about this bull pennant formation. And as you remember me saying, guys, that there are times where sometimes these formations do not work out, and then traders will also look to figure out other formations. That's exactly what happens as stock prices and charts continue to evolve. Formations begin to change and formulate, and it's just a non-stop revolving cycle. So as you can see, this trend line right here, if you can follow across, that was our previous trend line. And as you can see right here today, we broke below that. However, you are now seeing another 1, 2, 3 touch points, literally just shifting the triangle, that bull pennant triangle symmetrical formation out a little bit further. I also want to highlight, if you look at the 4-hour chart, which is a very well-respected chart, as well as the 50 moving average, we bounced off of it. If you jump over to the 2-hour chart, another very well-respected chart with another well-respected trend line of the 100 moving average, we bounced off that as well. So when it comes from a technical standpoint, there still is a lot of bullish activity going for this. I do want to get that out of the way first. Now let's take a look at exactly what happened today. I'm sure you've seen this over the internet, but I really just want to dive into a little bit further. This is I guess it's a company. They classify themselves as a research company. Kind of just remember, or makes me think about Citron back in January with GameStop, but it says revealing financial manipulation and accounting frauds. I saw this and it made me laugh. Suing us is bad for your health. Ask those who've tried. They've been sued numerous times before because of all the bullshit that they've done. So they literally put out a tweet saying, we are short AMC, fundamentals are obvious, and so forth. And it got me thinking that today probably would have been a perfect day for the hedge funds to really be able to try to hammer this price down, as a lot of investors and traders really just take a, even half day yesterday, take it off, enjoy the weekend, get away, go down to the Hamptons. Volume was going to be low, and this would be a great opportunity to really smash that price down. Okay, but it made me dive just a little bit deeper into who the heck these people are. Okay, and I literally just did a simple Google search about Iceberg Research and noticed numerous lawsuits coming up from them, and just a lot of negativity about who they are as a company. Made me dive a little bit further. I went over to their website. Now, I used to create websites. I do marketing now. I used to create websites, and guys, this is like a basic WordPress website. It even has like in the footer here, like blog at wordpress.com. Just an absolute shitty website. But I did notice this one thing right here. They said this before. We are short EOS energy. So they've done this before. However, they pitch themselves as a research company rather than an institution or a hedge fund, or rather to have any positions. There's no data that I could find in the short term, because like I said, it's only been a couple hours, in the short term that they do actually have a verified short position. However, this is definitely the type of company, okay, that would be easily persuaded into giving them a few bucks to be able to put out this information, all right, and get that to be spread around. Because here's the thing, guys, it wasn't their, I think it's like 9,500 followers, but at the time, like 8,000 followers that got this information out. It was the media outlets that picked up on it, that spread it, okay, and really got it rapid firing in order to get out there. It seems like a simple strategy for them to kind of pay it off. But I dived further into this Noble Group manipulation. This was like their biggest one. Okay, they took legal action. They ended up suing Iceberg. The founder, okay, is this gentleman right here. His name I not even going to try to pronounce, but he used to work for this firm. They went through some troubles when it comes to commodities, and he basically exploited them, kind of basically saying how they were like the next Enron. You can go through and read this article. It's pretty brutal, but it says right here, Noble stock headed down fast, spooking lenders and credit analysts who started re-examining the company, repeatedly disputed the reports, filed a lawsuit against them, and it really just got to be insanely ugly. Okay, so if there's I know you guys are literally just sitting like me, buying, sitting back, just sitting, whatever, man. It's Friday, they're pulling out all the the tricks up their sleeves they have, especially because volume is going to be a little bit lower. I will mind you, if there was a great time to not only buy the dip, but to buy a call option, that is a perfect time when the price is diving, getting to a point to where it looks like it's going to bounce off some support. It's getting to the point where it's oversold. That is when you are going to make the most off your call options. And because of their leveraging, or the way they are priced with their leveraging abilities, you really could have made a lot of money and gotten a great deal on any calls going out into the future, or respectively, even just a quick weekly or so forth. So last thing I want to point out is this, another one. I took this off of Reddit because I couldn't highlight this PDF. It says Iceberg are not the independent research house they claim to be. Okay, just even more proof of what they're doing and how dirty they're really trying to get. All right, so if you're new to this, if you haven't been in the game for a long period of time, just know that, guys, this is something that they do, and they try to formulate any plan they have to be able to drive that stock price down. I do want to point out this bit of good news. And before I jump over to this is a Webull article, I want to jump back to the charts really quickly. We're going to jump over, I think it's to the 30-day chart. As you can see here, guys, this, if you're looking at this huge red candle, when we went from a pre-market high of $77 all the way down to this $37 point, that was when Adam Aaron had announced that they were going to be doing an at-the-market offering, okay? And if you can see this price, 50% of a decrease. And slowly throughout the weeks that have, gone by throughout AMC, there's been more attacks on this, more FUD being spread. And as you can see, their effectiveness is becoming smaller and smaller. And this, I thought, was a great article that Webull put out. On Friday morning, Iceberg Research announced it had taken a short position. News didn't stop institutions from continuously hammering AMC call contracts. And on Friday, options trader had purchased over $2.59 million worth. Expiration contracts ranged from expiring today, trying to get a quick little scalp, all the way until December 17th. And a few traders even chose the strike price of a whopping $145, which I think at its peak was down somewhere around 17%. So you could have had a really good deal on that. The AMC stock broke bearishly from a symmetrical triangle it had formed, like we had talked about. And it held the support level 47.91. Bulls would like to see the dip continue to be bought, and for AMC to end the day by printing a hammer candlestick and closing above the 21-day EMA. This article was released, just 12:30, so we still have a few hours to go, and right now it's 3 o'clock. So we're going to keep monitoring that as we are floating around that $51 level. So guys, that is it for this video. I'm glad I did a little bit of research into this company, and all it takes, guys, is a little bit of a Google search. Some of you guys that have been rocking with me since January, February, you're probably laughing. Maybe you're going to think about drinking a beer at, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Maybe you cracked it at 12 noon after seeing a little bit of this shenanigans. More power to you. But if you're new to this, guys, all it takes is a Google search, all right, and a quick jump on the internet to really just see, guys, these are small tactics. All right, we've already almost closed the gap of that. I think it was almost an 8 to 9% gap from the bottom that we've already closed. We've already filled that. Okay, so guys, that's it for this. I'll keep you posted over the weekend. Enjoy your weekend, guys. I'll see you in the next one.